This was just the morale booster that Scotland needed before the start of the competitive games on Tuesday. The Scots defeated Kenya by 16 runs and exacted a genuine revenge for those two 10-wicket defeats in Nairobi last week. Skipper Gavin Hamilton led from the front with an anchoring and confident 58, as Scotland posted 149 for the loss of 6 wickets. And once Steve Tickler was removed by Majid Haq's first ball, we finally discovered that Kenya's batting order lower down was both fragile and rudimentary. Haq took 3 for 23 from his 4 overs, and Kyle Kurtzer, the new seamer on the block, he took 2 for 21 from his, while Gordon Drummond took 2 stunning catches. But the outstanding player on the field was 24-year-old Richie Berrington. In the last over of the Scotland innings, he hit 4 consecutive 4s and a 2 to boost the total by 18. Then he took 3 for 17 from his 4 overs, including the key wicket of David Obuya, the Kenyan opener, who was their top scorer with 32. The Scots can now face the USA on Tuesday with confident expectations. Okay, Gavin, how confident are your expectations?
Very good after today. Funnily enough, I think we've obviously we've struggled a little bit over the last week with inconsistency with both bat, ball, and probably in the field. I think we came that step closer today, putting all 3 disciplines together. Still got a little bit of work to do in certain areas, but you know, if you'd asked me this yesterday, I probably wouldn't have the same reply. But very confident going into this week now.
How do you think the team and the members of the team have developed since you came out to Nairobi just a week ago, wasn't it?
It's a funny one, really. I mean, we started quite well against Uganda, but obviously made a lot of mistakes. Then we got hammered by Kenya. Then we played very well against Uganda, and then had a sort of similar defeat against Kenya again. So it's hard to say how far we've actually come. But I think last night we had a fantastic fielding drill. It was a bit of a team bonding fitness thing last night, which personally I feel has made a massive difference to the way we sort of went about our cricket today. It was crucial for us leading into this week that we put in a good performance, and I'm thrilled that we did.
I mean, after all, you came out of a British winter with 6 weeks of snow and really nothing to show for it. Difficult. Very
difficult. I mean, it wasn't easy. It's hard enough coming from indoors to outdoors, but when you actually can't get to the indoors through snow, etc., it makes things tricky. It's a tough one. I mean, as long as we're together, we're sort of doing everything together as a side. It's funny how quickly things get back together and sort of can slot into place. Just spending time together and just doing things together, it makes things easier.
Well, referring back to today's game, which I thought was a very pleasing outcome, who would you choose as the highlights?
I thought, firstly, before I name anybody, I thought it was a fantastic team effort. I think everything we did was to get as a unit. Richie Berrington was the shining light, certainly with the ball. Came in and scored 16 off 3 or 4 or 5 balls or something. Obviously Jan Stander, fantastic. I mean, it just goes to show how these 4 or 5 balls can change a game. We was probably sitting not so pretty at 120 with an over 2 to go, and to get to 150 it sort of swung the momentum our way.
You were changing the bowlers more frequently today, I think, than you were in the previous matches. Is that deliberate?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think it's probably me as a captain still learning really. I think I've sort of had a good hard think about where we're sort of making mistakes, and to be quite honest, I thought it from a batting point of view today. When I was batting, so I think I was in the 12-13 overs, and I could never really get hold of anybody. As soon as I thought I was landing somebody up, they'd change the bowling, so I thought we'll sort of flip it round on the flip side of things, and I think Pete's mentioned it to me a couple of times, so I thought I'd give it a go today, and it worked. And
what about the new seamer on the block? How do you think he's developed? Is he just a lucky bowler, or has he got something genuine to offer?
Kyle as soon as I think Richard came on first today, I knew once he took the pace off the ball would make a difference, and they've both set the stall out how they're going to bowl. They know exactly what they're going to do, whether it be 4 overs, 3 overs, etc. They know what they're going to do. I can set fields to it, which makes things a lot easier for me. But no, Kyle did a great job today, as well as Richard. They're both very similar bowlers, but it just goes to show it's crucial that sort of the mixed bag of bowlers we've got.
Well, I thought the fielding was pretty good all round, but those 2 catches by Gordon Drummond, and your own in fact, pretty stunning.
Yeah, it's something we've been working incredibly hard on. We're still making a lot of mistakes, don't get me wrong. I still think we've still got plenty to offer in the field. I think we're sort of 3/4 away there. Hopefully in my opinion, probably peaking at the right time, hopefully peaking for Tuesday.
But Tuesday's game is really a step into the unknown, isn't it? Because none of us know anything about the USA really, other than reputation, which is a bit mixed.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously watched a few balls today, watched the way they sort of going to go. I think this loosest, probably the way the term I'm probably going to describe the way they play. They're quite, see it, hit it up, and just run in, and it's probably. But like I said, we've never had any footage at all on the USA, apart from I think we played 4 or 5 years ago in a 50-over game. But it's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm not a massive footage sort of guy. There's a few lads that like watching it, but I like to keep an open mind about going into big games. Well,
2020 is always said to be a bit of a lottery at the best of times. Have you reduced the odds against us?
Yes, very much so. Like I said, if you'd asked me yesterday, it would have been sky high. But yeah, it's a tricky one. I never like to sort of think about things like that. It's just, I'm just thrilled to bits we got through today, and we're going in the right direction.
Good luck.
Cheers. Thank you.